Pullela, do you still think we are punching below our weight? Do you think we are getting there just as yet? You know, we heard Sports Minister just before this session, and he talked about how India has had a pivotal journey in sports in the last decade, and I believe a lot of you agree that there have been significant changes. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think the last 10 years have been phenomenal in Indian sport. I think the way the growth has been is enormous. The inspiration has been fantastic. No time before has the Prime Minister of the country spoken about sports so much. No time before has a prime news channel kicked off with sport as one of its major events. So I think we are looking at sport as a primary news making, as a primary decision making, people taking up sport. And I think I'll get back to your brother's story in that one bit, because what has happened is this huge inspiration, and also what the sports minister spoke about, Khelo India and all of that, has made kids in the country aspire, parents in the country think that this dream is possible. And they have taken up sport very, very rigorously. What is also happening is that kids, players are taking up sport, leaving education. Your brother left it at 16, so he at least has some leeway. But for some, it's happening at 9. And that is a big case of concern, wherein we have, because at the end of the day, sport has only a very thin margin of people. We have people speaking about how, and I don't know if I can articulate it very well, but we are talking about how there are 6,000 kids across various sports who are giving 6 lakhs a month and 3 lakhs a month and stuff. But in reality, what happens to the 5,600 people who don't make it? Where are they going for their jobs? Are they skilled enough for their next journey? I think this is a big case of concern for me, who has seen the entire ecosystem of sport. For me, I think if you fail at 21, and if you have the education and the skill set, like I really loved when Barun said, I will pick people who have played sport. But what happens if that guy doesn't have any education at all? And this is a cause of concern. So at 30, if you're a world champion, you have another 30 years to live, and you don't have the skill sets for the next set of your life, what happens to you? So these are more of the concerns, because we have grown too fast as a country in sport. We are still pushing forward in big force, and that is amazing. On that side of the story, I'm super excited, and it should continue. But I think we need to look at the entire ecosystem, because all it takes is one generation of failed sports person to show that the society, to show to the society, or the society will see it and say, there's no use playing sport. So you don't want that to happen.
So great to know that things are changing, and thank you for sharing that candidly, Gopi.